Hey, we're back, guys. We're going on to the next one. Gamera versus Jiger. And this one, I don't know what to expect, actually.
Me neither.
I think it's going to be in the same veins as Giran. So let's see how well this one goes, though, because it could be better, it could be worse. I don't think we're going to get another Viras until Super Monster, thankfully. But I am curious on the monster. I am curious on how the kids are going to be. I just hope the kids are much better behaved.
Yeah.
I mean, the last ones were good. I just hope we get that same quality. And I hope that the adult, because this one's going to be more on Earth, so that's where I'm a bit weary. Last one had a bit of a reason. They were not on Earth. You could accept the stupidity of the adults. Here, I'm terrified of it for that.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys on the other side. Hey guys, we just got back done with Jiger, and
Woo, that one was pretty good.
it is up there with Gyaos.
Yeah.
And for one, bare minimum on the stock footage, even more so than the last one.
Like, it was like one 15-second scene showing a lot of people crowded into an evacuation area, but given the cost of getting that many people in one spot, it's an understandable use and it does not hog the time.
Yep, and the monster was clever, very clever. It was like Barugon's design, but a bit here and there of Gyaos, and actually no, there was a lot of Barugon in this creature. You had a heat ray that actually turned people into skeletons.
Yeah, that was one scene that just legitimately got me, like, oh, holy crap!
Exactly. You have him shooting these spikes out that gets Gamera incapacitated. She impregnates Gamera, which leads to a whole Fantastic Voyage thing.
Where we get the kids in a submarine trying to investigate the thing.
The kids are older here, slightly.
Yeah.
They're not little kids, they're like preteens, they're tweens. They're good. The younger sister of the American boy was good, was decent. The older sister to the Japanese boy was annoying as hell.
Yeah.
She was a nag. She was such a nag. I mean, all the other sisters we've seen before, nowhere near this bad. Not even in Viras, who comes close, but even then was kept to a minimum and didn't interfere. But here, though, and Gamera, we got a lot. This is the most action we've had since Gyaos, actually.
Yeah, and Gamera has a whole ton of personality.
Oh, yeah, especially this one point where he grabs this beam and you see he's like, batter up, and then Jiger...
Then Jiger kind of turns it more into a seesaw on him, and he's just like, oh no!
Right. Yep, and then I mean, there's a few moments here that kind of drag a little, like the point where after getting impregnated by Jiger, Gamera is stumbling to the water. It goes on too long, wouldn't you say? That was just like a...
Yeah.
It's like, okay, could we cut it by a little bit? We have to see the whole distance? The adults were actually competent and useful here for the most part. And I think this is one of the most satisfactory end results I think we've seen in the Showa Era period.
Yeah.
Maybe Giran is close with the missile, but this was the most satisfying, even more so than Gyaos. Gyaos just felt like, keep him out in the sun and let him blow up. Instead, they drag him into a volcano.
Here, we have the Devil's Whistle, which is this thing that was originally keeping Jiger sealed away, that they told the people at the expo to not take out. Don't do that. Then they figured out that, hey, it's the sound that it's causing that sort of causes destructive interference with the levels of frequency that Jiger uses, and in the end, Gamera impales Jiger through the head with the devil's whistle, which was, that was a pretty satisfying finish.
And the ending went a little long. Like, you have Jiger jumping to try and grab Gamera, keeps missing him. They did it like 3 or 4 times, and it felt like 2 times is fine. 3... was a stretch.
There's the rule of 3 is there for a reason, pacing-wise.
And technically, it was the 4th time where he threw it at him and impaled him. So it's like, you could have done it on the 3rd time. Why did you have to do 4 times? But yeah, but overall though, this was really good. It didn't drag really.
Yeah, it's just like, I was just sort of like invested the whole time with them just trying to figure out the mystery
of what Jiger is, what it's doing. Gamera is out for a while, but not too long, and even in that point, you feel bad for him. You don't feel bad for Jiger here. Unlike Barugon, you do not feel bad for Jiger.
Nope.
And she, it's been made clear it's a girl, was an interesting monster though. And and for once, we actually have it be where they're walking on all 4s as opposed to it's dragging its back legs, which has annoyed me no end on all the other movies. Also, I will say though, it was funny seeing an African American actor at one point representing the Wester Island, get it, Easter Island, Wester Island, and he was kind of funny.
Yeah.
You couldn't understand him, and that was the joke, but it was funny, and apparently this guy's had a long history of doing movies in Japan. Like, he's done stuff with Kurosawa, for example.
Interesting.
But yeah, this, if I had to rank this, it is second to Gyaos, and it's slightly above Barugon and above The Invincible. It is, our second favorite of the Showa so far.
Yeah.
I didn't think we would get a second favorite in this second half. I would have thought...
after Viras, I was very afraid for the rest of them, but this is so far, I mean, at least until the last one of the set, much better than expected.
Now, we don't know what's going to come next with Zigra, but we'll find out there. We'll see you guys on that end.